Okay. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I'm looking for an audience um, that I wish to talk to, and those people are young people, 18 to 30, and people, specifically people who are not interested in the news, current events, politics. If you're not interested, you're who I want to talk to. I think it's very important, and I've chosen that. Um, I keep saying that. Okay. One of the things that I have thought about is that we can ignore politics, but it will not ignore us. And that's the problem. And what I want to do is give anyone who might be interested a little primer on the basic issues that we are facing now. And hoping that'll spark an interest. There are lots and lots and lots of news programs and newspapers and things on the internet, on your phone. But if you start off, this is not something you've paid attention to, I think it'd be a little difficult. Certain things, issues might be taken for granted. You would know the background. So I'm going to try to do it briefly, and that in segments, and hope to provide that to you, to young people, to older people that are not interested in the news or that are too busy. Okay? Hi. All right. Here's my introduction. There's something coming down the pike, and it's coming for you. It is coming for all of us. But it will, most especially, affect you. Hi, again. I'm Aunt Dunleavy. You can call me Aunt Dun. And what I think is coming down the pike is fascism. Those of us who know what that is, can feel its foul, hot breath at our backs. It could soon be staring us in the eyes, filling us with fear, and destroying our world. I know that many young people have no interest in politics, as I've said, or exasperated by it. I can understand. And there are those who are busy people and overworked. People in the mainstream of life who have little or no time to devote to politics in the many events and struggles that are playing out on television, radio, in print, and on the internet and our cell phones. So here we are. I want to try to explain that. Have you heard lately the scurrilous cries of false victimization emanating from Donald Trump and his MAGA supporters? Donald Trump is not a victim, despite his moans and cries of groans, cries of indignation. And you can hear all these angry stories from his rallies, which are repeated on news outlets. Donald Trump lied about the 2020 election and everything else. It was a clean election. President Biden was elected. Donald Trump is not a victim, and he's not great. And he will not make the United States great. Far from it. Okay. Forgive me. I have another question. I'll have a few questions through this. Have you heard the blast of ancient menacing accusations that Jewish people are bad? They're not us. Really? And then there are the immigrants and minorities, Okay. The Jews will not replace us. That's what was shouted in Charlottesville in 2017. Well, how could they? 6 million Jewish people were killed by Hitler during World War II. And only 2% of the current U.S. population is Jewish. And so that is so insane and unnecessary. And when the neo-Nazis shouted that cry in Charlottesville, Virginia, during a protest in 2017, Donald Trump said that they were good people. They're not good people. Not good people. People who are lost. I'm going to talk about the book later called This Is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. And these are the people that have followed the wicked carnival and listened to the evil Barker. Some people manage to disengage and make miraculous transformations, but many won't, and they're very, very dangerous. Okay, another question. Have you heard that people who do not agree with Trump and with the MAGA policies and goals are enemies of the people? That journalists and press are enemies of the people? I want you, if you can, see, I will put these up at the end too, on sheets of paper, all my references. See an article published by USA Today on April 16, 2018. It was by Nicole Guadiano. Okay, I have a little trouble with pronunciations. It was entitled, "The Press is Not the Enemy of the People," the Senate declares in a resolution. That's the title. But Trump has repeated the claim that the press is the enemy of the people many, many times. And this is universally a dream of dictators, autocrats, fascists, for individuals and groups to fall in line. And those that don't are seen as an enemy to be destroyed. Right now, there are already those who have fallen in line and are continuing to remain in line. I'll say again, my goal is to bring brief bursts of information about these alarming issues. I want to persuade you particularly of the critical need to register to vote and to vote for Joe Biden. Okay, how did I decide to do this? Why am I here? Why am I here, indeed? I came to this project after reading a book recommended by Ari Melber. He's an MSNBC anchor. The book is Sapiens by Noah Yuval Harari. Mr. Melber also interviewed Harari as a part of his program On the Beat, and a longer version of that interview is available on YouTube. Let me see if I can sit up. Okay. Oh my, hang on 1 minute. How did this happen? I thought I was ready. I'm going to stop for a moment and come back.